Today's Rushmore is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Today's Rushmore is John Williams scores. Your favorite movie score from John Williams.
And as you can see,
Behind
me.
us. So Cooley brought a lot of his, like, this is a super flex, by the way. And I'm not saying that just because Superman is behind us. But,
And flexing.
yes. But you have Star Wars vinyl album behind you.
Yep.
Superman to the right of you.
All originals, by the way.
Also to the right of you, E.T. And then behind me is the Jaws record.
Yeah.
Super flex. And I want to point out, you introduced me to movie scores in general and definitely John Williams. And I am very thankful for that because I listen to John Williams probably every day. It's part of my morning routine.
I got you.
It's a good vibe. And I also listen a lot while I read.
Yeah.
You know, because I can focus, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I love this, you know, sort of movie soundtrack score thing, but I love John Williams. So just thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome, by the way. And I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. John Williams is the GOAT.
There's no one like him.
Nope. No.
There's just
Not even close.
his melodies, the emotion, the difference between movie scores. Like I really like Hans Zimmer, but I got to be honest, all his music kind of sounds the same to me.
I got you.
Where John Williams is like every movie.
Yeah.
It's got his touch to it.
Yeah.
But it's like a completely different thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Hans Zimmer kind of morphed over the years, and which good on him because, I mean, he kind of got out of like being like somebody else.
Yeah.
And kind of came
super
into his
drum
own
heavy.
thing. Yeah. I noticed that a lot when he did the music for Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
And it was very different. And I was just
Interstellar,
like,
right?
oh, snap. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interstellar was amazing.
He also did the music for The Holiday, and it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not hating on Hans Zimmer.
And Cool Runnings.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should take back what I said anyway. I just think he has a lot of things that sound like that super drum heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
if you hear a Hans Zimmer score, you're like, oh, that's definitely Hans Zimmer.
Yeah. Number 4, what do you have?
Number 4, I put
E.T.
E.T. Phone home.
E.T. Gone home.
I'll be right here.
Ba, 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 ba. I think for me, do you have a favorite? Like if we went to the list here, we'll just play a few seconds of.
Sure.
I always like the end credit one.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Unbelievable choice.
Yeah. Yeah, that theme though.
Yeah. And you know
what?
To prove that it's
Brilliant.
that I agree with you, it's my number 4.
Yeah.
E.T.
Nice.
Fantastic movie, fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah.
Another thing with John Williams is that his music fits the movie so perfectly. I like your John Williams look.
Yeah. I think, I've said this before, but the last track of the movie, the big whole chase scene and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a 15-minute song. And the original movie, it didn't line up at the end. And John Williams was like, don't worry about it. I'll rewrite it. Steven Spielberg's like, nope, you don't touch that. I'll go re-edit the movie. And a director never does that to like it's usually the composer is like, yeah, I'll fix it. It's
Yeah.
fine. He's like, yeah, make sure that you do. Nope. Not with John Williams, because Steven Spielberg knew he had a gold mine in his hand, and
he did.
he did.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
I mean, it's a good movie, but that music on top of that, especially that whole last scene, because there's hardly any dialogue.
Yeah.
And so he just fills it with music. And I was like, I get it now. I get
Totally.
why Steven Spielberg edited the movie.
So moving on
Yeah.
to your number 3,
Oh, it's me.
John Williams. What do you? I don't think we're gonna have the same list, but
No, I don't think so.
number 3,
Maybe one or two more, but
what you got?
number 3, Schindler's List.
Oh man. Oh,
One,
just the theme
yeah, the theme alone. I mean, he won an Oscar for it.
for the
Yeah,
music.
For the music, yeah. Yeah, I believe it was the theme. But anyway, the
It's-
music got an Oscar for that. And the movie is just, it's heart-wrenching. Yeah. Itzhak Perlman on the violin, the great Itzhak.
This is my honorable.
Nice.
This, it's so like raw and sad,
Yeah.
like the movie. Like
Mhm.
even the way that they're playing it.
Yeah.
It's not just that it's on that instrument and it's that melody. It's
Yeah.
the player, the way the player is going about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like the player is sad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I believe the player was Jewish, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But I saw John Williams live with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, and he and Steven Spielberg were doing at that time their 40th anniversary, doing movies together.
Yeah.
So they did like this tour, and they came to Atlanta, and I went, me and Rudy, and went and saw him, and they played right before intermission. They played that song, and I was in the second balcony, so I could see pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Definitely a bird's eye view, and I saw several men with yarmulkes on their head, and so we went to intermission. Just like everybody's just crying.
Oh.
And I was like, wow. And while that song was going on, I was like, I don't know if life can get any better than that.
Yeah.
Because like I had grown up on John Williams, listening to his music since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he was like the first secular artist, I guess, because I grew up listening to Christian music.
Risque, buddy. Risque.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but it was, but yeah, all of his soundtracks I would listen to at, what was ever out,
Yeah.
I went and got it.
That's awesome.
So,
That's awesome, man.
but that night, man,
Jealous.
whew,
I'm jealous of
golly,
that.
it was so good.
All right. My number 3.
Mm,
My number 3, one that you also introduced to me. I had obviously seen this movie a ton when I was
Yeah.
a kid,
yeah.
but you kind of brought the soundtrack back to me because I just didn't think a childhood movie would have a soundtrack that is this unbelievable, but it is.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is Hook.
Oh, yeah. I debated about putting that one in the old top 4. It's so good.
Do the line.
I've had an apostrophe. I think you mean an epiphany. Lightning has just struck my brain. Well, that must hurt. We can make the little buggers love ya.
Oh man! And then like that.
Oh,
This soundtrack is so, gosh, it's so complex.
yeah.
And
It's
like-
all over the map, and I love it. Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Yeah. And then you got like that, and you got this. Actually, no, I was thinking this one. Lost Boy Chase. Dun 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 dun.
So good.
Oh my gosh. All right. The Hook. Unreal.
Yeah.
So
So good.
now we
bro.
go to your
love
number
it.
2. What you got?
Number 2, Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
I know A New Hope.
I think we might have the same number 1.
I know A New Hope. Yeah, probably. A New Hope was the original. It was the very first one. A great soundtrack, obviously. But Empire Strikes Back introduces the Darth Vader theme.
Oh, not this.
No.
But we have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it introduces
the Darth Vader theme,
the Imperial
which
March.
is one of his most famous works ever. And it introduces Yoda's theme, which I think, is my favorite theme of all time of his.
All right, so here's the Imperial March. So good.
Yeah. It's the most famous piece, probably. Go!
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Coolly, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Yoda and the Force
Yeah.
is your other one?
Mm-hmm. Well, just Yoda's theme in general.
By the way, for the podcast listeners, Cooley was literally breaking it down, twerking to the Darth Vader theme.
Yeah. Not a full twerk, but that was close.
Some ethic in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where he gets the plane out of the swamp. This is my takeoff song if I'm riding a plane, by the way. Or from this part. That's that melody right there. That's the Yoda medley.
Okay.
Or melody. God, so good. Starting to go. Which makes sense because this is when he gets the plane out of the swamp with a force.
Yeah.
Getting faster. Getting faster. Lift off, baby.
Nice. Amazing. Freaking amazing.
John Williams had the force.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So my number 2, are we ready for number 2? All right. My number 2 is, it was almost my number 1, but I think my number 1 is going to be the same as you. But my number 2 is, let's see if you can get it right off the bat.
Terminal.
That was awesome. He is correct.
Jazz autographs.
Yes. The Terminal is my favorite soundtrack outside of my number 1, of course.
Yeah.
This
Terminal's so good, bro.
is so good.
Yeah.
And again, so different, and like
Yeah.
the tale of Victor Navorsky.
I'm not going to lie.
Dun, dun, dun.
When I was making my list, I didn't number any of them. I just put them all down and then just kind of
That's kind of how yeah.
And I was like, because any of these could be in my top 4.
Yeah.
Any of them, because they're all really, really good.
Incredible movie. Absolutely incredible soundtrack.
I love Terminal, man.
So
good.
let's, for time, let's quickly go through our honorable mentions.
You got it. One right here. Superman. Terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Any and all of the other Star Wars.
Yeah.
Mostly that one. The Patriot.
Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, he did that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Harry Potter.
Of course.
Home Alone.
Of course.
Memoirs of a Geisha, which I have never seen, but the music is fantastic.
Okay, I'll have to listen to the music. I don't know that one.
Jaws, which is behind
Yes.
you. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, great.
Hook and Lincoln. And I'm sure there are more. I know there are more.
There is one that you haven't mentioned,
Hmm?
and it's JFK.
Oh yeah,
because
really good.
and I'm not gonna
I've never
play-
seen that movie though.
Oh man, that's why it's so good is because it just fits the movie, like it's
Yeah.
so presidential and American, and
Gotcha.
but this is the theme.
Oh yeah.
And then the movie starts off like this. Ready? Anyway, it's fantastic. So my honorables are JFK.
Okay.
Almost made my Rushmore. Just
Yeah, that's a good one.
ET
man.
beat it out.
Yeah.
Jaws,
Uh-huh.
War Horse.
Oh yeah,
Forgot about that.
great one.
Indiana Jones,
Oh yeah.
Star Wars, Saving Private Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone, Schindler's List, and Harry Potter.
Oh nice.
So,
Okay.
all right, are we ready?
Well, I definitely know what your number one is now.
Yeah. Can I just? I'm just gonna play
Just
it.
play it.
and you just say yes or no.
Mhm.
And here we go. Our number one John Williams score is probably
Just play it.
a Jurassic Park.
I own an island off the coast of Costa Rica. Spared no expense.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
This movie is 31 years old this year.
Gosh, that makes me feel soup old.
Yeah. I remember when this came out. It was anything if a movie had anything to do with McDonald's, it's kind of like Disney.
Okay.
They sold the souvenir cups, they got, toys and the Happy Meals or whatever.
Yeah.
Just McDonald's. That's one of the main things why I remember Jurassic Park coming out. But like after seeing that movie, I probably saw it like 4 or 5 times in the movie theater.
So much so, guys. I'm gonna post a clip this week. I think I'm just gonna make the original one unlisted and repost it because it just deserves all the cred
Yeah.
of Cooley playing drums to the Journey to the Island song.
Nice.
You have to check this out. It's when you watch it, you go, that dude has watched that movie a lot.
Well, let's do the soundtrack
Yeah.
a lot too.
Yeah, it's pretty
I had
cool.
had
But
that mug on CD.
we did it, man.
Yeah.
we did a John Williams Rushmore, and I though I agree with you, I still feel good about my Rushmore. Like,
Oh,
though
yeah,
I
you
agree
should.
that I just
Dude, almost all of my honorable mentions could have been interchangeable
yeah
with my top 4.
make a.
They're all that good.
Is there a bad score?
No,
I mean, I can't think of one.
I can't.
So I mean,
Oh yeah, I can. 3-0. That's a horrible score. That's
Okay.
a boring football game.
what?
3-0.
Oh.
It's a field
Oh.
goal. That's it.
That was so over my head. Oh my god. Oh, it's a bad score. Yeah, 3-0. I hate that.
It was a horrible segue.